events on that fateful day changed our nation forever.
It's a question we still ask. Where were you that day? Javier Altamirano was 13 and at home in New York when America was attacked.
You saw the smoke, and it was a surreal view. It made me feel afraid to go out.
Now 28 and in the Army, Specialist Altamirano is about to deploy to Afghanistan, 15 years after the War on Terror began.
It's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm confident that it's going to be a good experience for me. You know, I can go there and help out with the mission.
The continuing U.S. mission in Afghanistan is just one of the lingering reminders of September 11th.
That day changed all of us. It changed America, and it changed the world.
Andy Card was chief of staff for President George W. Bush at the time and was the one who whispered 11 words which would change the course of history.
And I leaned over and whispered in his ear, "A second plane hit the second tower. America is under attack."
President Bush, after brief stops in Louisiana and Nebraska, returned to Washington that evening. What was it like when you got back to the White House that night?
Well, the fog of war was still real. There was a high degree of concern, and were there other attacks coming? And he had to do what the primary job of a president is to do, which is protect us.
The White House tapped Pennsylvania Governor Tom Ridge to fundamentally reimagine the nation's security. Did you have any sense of what that would entail?
Candidly, there was no blueprint. There was no architecture. There was no design.
Agencies like the Coast Guard were realigned. Others were born, like the TSA. The Department of Homeland Security was formed with Secretary Ridge at the helm. Americans came to learn the color-coded terror alert system. Phrases like "see something, say something" became part of our vernacular.
I think 9/11 elevated the role and the responsibility of literally hundreds of thousands of Americans who go to work every single day in the federal government. Their job prior to 9/11 was to keep you safe, but there was a new level of alert and a new level of commitment in a post-9/11 world.
That world included fighter jets patrolling our skies, long airport security lines, pat-downs to enter stadiums. Today, Osama bin Laden is dead, and we speak of the ISIS threat, not Al-Qaeda. And Americans like Specialist Altamirano are still deploying to Afghanistan.
My biggest motivation is my wife and my family. I do this for them, to protect them. Do it for my predecessors who have risked so much for me to be here right now.
Yes, we still talk about where we were that September day, but we also ask, are we safer? You were there at the beginning. Now 15 years later, you look around you. Do you feel like we've all are still living the lessons of 9/11 or have moved past it?
Well, I'd like to think that we have convinced ourselves that we are as tough and resilient as advertised, number one. We're not going to sacrifice our civil liberties, not sacrifice our privacy, because we're afraid. I mean, what the terrorists have never understood, and they never will understand, is America is not going to surrender their freedom, because we just don't live in fear.